What if the reason your spiritual journey feels stuck is because one of your core energies is out of balance? Most people don't realize this, but every spiritual awakening is powered by two elemental forces, and the chances are one of them needs healing. In this video, I'll show you the two spiritual energies that lie beneath all religions, rituals, and mystical traditions, and help you discover which one you've been neglecting. Trust me, you're not broken. Your energy just wants balance. When your system is out of sync, the spiritual path feels confusing, overwhelming, or even meaningless. But when you begin to nurture the missing energy, your entire journey transforms. Have you ever tried a spiritual practice that left you more lost than found? Or watched your friends feel healed and blissful, while the same practices left you numb and confused? You're not alone. After 25 years of studying world religions, sacred symbols, and mystical systems, I began to see a pattern. Spirituality doesn't work when it ignores the soul's natural wiring. So think of your soul as an electrical system in a house. It needs two types of current, a positive and a negative, working in harmony. These two energies have been described in every spiritual tradition, all the way back in prehistoric times. Those ancient civilizations gave these energies the names divine masculine and divine feminine, because they saw Father Sky as the source of rain and snow, and that energy falls. And Mother Earth was the source of warmth and fire, and that energy rises. There are many sets of these types of symbols, like the sun and the moon. The sun is rising energy within the day, and the moon is falling energy within the darkness. Later, these two energies became water and fire. Water descends, bringing life and wisdom, while fire ascends and brings transformation and passion. Then came bread and wine. Bread, blessed by the rains of God the Father, and wine, the fruit of the earth, warmed and fermented by the Mother. In Eastern traditions, we see them as yin and yang. Different names, but the same two universal energies. And here's what I discovered. Everyone is born with a dominant energy, either fire or water. And that dominant energy is your strength. But the one you've neglected, that's your missing piece. And if you don't know which energy needs healing, your spiritual practice might be feeding your strengths, but starving your transformation. If this message is speaking to you, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps others find this wisdom. So let's break them down. Fire is the energy of creativity, passion, and compassion. It burns away illusion, fuels change, and drives authentic expression, while the water energy is the energy of wisdom, grace, and stillness. It brings clarity, structure, and inner peace. These aren't just poetic metaphors. They're archetypal forces woven through every myth, initiation, and awakening. When I began my spiritual journey, I was immersed in fire-based practices, rituals, creativity, energy work. I was all in, but instead of rising, I crashed. I was using fire to fuel more fire, and I burned out. What I truly needed was water, stillness, silence, a different kind of strength. That shift changed everything. So a simple way to discover which energy needs healing is to use a right brain, left brain test. I know, neurologists have moved way past this simplicity, but it's still a useful metaphor. So if you're more right-brained, creative, emotional, imaginative, you're likely fire dominant. Your healing comes from cultivating water, rest, order, inner quiet. If you're more left-brained, logical, analytical, and methodical, you're probably water dominant, and your healing lies in fire, transformation, creativity. So how does this relate to the two spiritual paths? If you're naturally intuitive, emotional, creative, and fire is your dominant energy, then your healing lies in water. And this is the heroine's journey, or what I call the Grail path. Now, if you're logical, analytical, or structured, Water is probably your dominant current, and your healing comes from fire. And this is the hero's journey, the path of stripping away the ego and awakening the heart. Neither path is better than the other, but knowing your path, that's where the growth happens. The dance between fire and water is at the heart of every awakening, and you carry both currents within you. So the question isn't whether you're on a path. The question is, which energy is guiding you, and which one is asking to be healed? I want to thank you for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this resonated, subscribe and stay with me, mischavAlyea, as we explore the history, the mystery, and the science of the chakras, right here on Aashni Spiritual Living. And for those of you who are ready to dive deeper, check out my book, The Basics of Mysticism. It's available now on Amazon. And keep an eye out. I have a new book called Navigating the Chakras. It's coming in September of 2025.